All right, everybody, welcome back to Bourbon Flights OKC, episode number 17. Eric is always with my co-host Jason, and today is one that we've kind of been waiting for a little while, trying to find this bottle that we enjoy so much. So episode number 17, the title is Dark Arts Duel, Barely Legal Bourbon versus Amburana Rye. Now, we've had the Amburana at Cachet, and we loved it, right? Yes. Like as soon as we tried it. We have not had the Barely Legal bourbon, but I was like, I saw them both at the store, and I was like, well, there's an episode right there. You know, we'll just pick up these two bottles and go from there. I can't remember. We had another Dark Arts as well. Was it red or like maroon,
it was
purple,
like a
something like that?
Purple color.
Yeah, and I don't know which one that is. I think that might just be their regular, like the regular single barrel bourbon. I don't know either, but. I saw these today. And I was like, "Oh, Jason's going to be excited about this."
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Should be a good one.
Figure out who the other company was that does Amburana.
Oh yeah,
Koval.
Who? Oh, Koval.
Yeah, Koval, whatever.
God, that. Oh man,
I wonder if the Amburana will cover that.
It's better than the
regular,
the awful. It's sitting back. It's up there somewhere, but yeah, that's not the regular Koval stuff. That is so weird because I had that Koval when I was up in Massachusetts, and I thought it was good, and then I bought a bottle of it, and I was like, this is
I wonder if we need to revisit it again.
Maybe, yeah, now that it's sat out for a little while. Yeah. Absolutely. I'd be interested in that. I mean, it's just so weird how it was. I enjoyed it. It wasn't like amazing, but it was good.
I wonder if it was like a barrel pick or something.
Yeah.
Or aged longer.
They did have a couple barrel picks there, so you could be right. I mean, it could be a barrel pick. Who knows? All right, so as always, we'll just kind of run down what these are, and then we'll drink them. How does that sound?
That's the best part.
All right, so the first one we're going to do, let me move this over here so I do it in the right order. So the first one is the Dark Arts Whiskey House. This is a straight rye finished with toasted Amburana oak staves. It is sourced from an undisclosed Indiana distillery or distilleries, which is interesting.
Sounds like MGP from
yeah, right. The release is ongoing. The proof is 108. It is aged. This is 6.5 years. That's actually 7 years. The bottle that I have, because that's batch number 9. This is batch number.
Smells so good.
So this says it's a small batch. That I know for a fact that says it's batch number. I think it's batch number 9. Hold on. Nope, it's a small batch, so I don't know which batch it is, but it's 95% rye and 5% malted barley. It said MSRP in 2024 is $90. I paid $85, so I paid less than MSRP.
Yeah, and what I saw today was 88 and 92 because I actually looked at a few.
And but yeah, that's a fun bottle. And then so the next one is it's interesting because it's their straight bourbon, but they call it like the barely legal bourbon, which I don't know if it says anything about why they call it that on the bottle.
I know you're talking about the other one.
Yes.
But I think this one said it too. It does not. Okay.
No, because they have, so I think the pink one was their normal single, or their single barrel. This is their straight bourbon, but I know like you read it off and it says it online too. Barely legal.
Cask strength. Yeah. Barely legal bourbon. 51%
Does it say
corn,
maybe on the back why they call it barely legal or anything? I mean, is it a aging thing? Is it a mash bill thing? Is it?
I don't see anything.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So again, this is from Dark Arts Whiskey House. It's a straight bourbon. Again, it's sourced from undisclosed Indiana distilleries. The proof is on this one so this was batch number 2 that they're reviewing. That's batch number 9. So what's the proof on that? I think it's 118.
I thought it was
or 111.
111.6.
Okay, 111.6. This one that they're talking about is 117.16. This is 6 years, 6 months. I believe does that say 7 on the front of the bottle? I know you just put it away. Reach over there again.
So glad when I finished.
7?
Yes. 7.
Okay, 7. So ours is a little bit longer, which is nice. Mash bill is 51% corn, 39% rye, 10% malted rye. So that MR was malted rye. MSRP again is $90. I paid $85 for it. So I paid $80 for the Amburana one, and I paid $85 for the barely legal bourbon, one of those.
That almost smells like. Oh, never mind. We'll wait till we get to that. Sorry,
jumping the gun.
I am. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Hey, that's fine. Is there anything that you want to say? Comments, concerns, criticisms before we get going here?
No, I would like to see the dark arts a little more readily available, especially the Amburana one.
Yeah, it's definitely seems hard to find. I mean, we really see it at the bars more than we see it anywhere else, right?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we finished that bottle at Cache.
Yeah, for good reason. It's a great bottle.
It is good.
It's a great bottle.
That is good.
All right, we're going to take a very quick break, and we'll be right back to try these out. All right, welcome back. We're getting ready to try these dark arts. Again, we've already had the Amburana one, which you like very much, but I am interested to try the barely legal one, which sounds a little weird. But all right, Amburana first is we'll do low to high proof. Again, this is 108, and the barely legals, what do we say, 111.6?
111.6, yeah.
Very interesting on the nose. It almost smells like
apple fritter.
I was gonna say sopapilla, so like we're right there.
Yeah, the
cinnamon, like cinnamon, sugar,
little sweet apple kind of.
Man, it smells so good. This thing is like in my grill. Hold on.
I tell you, this one kept trying to punch me in the face.
All right, there we go. That's much better. God, it's so good. Like super apple cinnamon forward,
creamy, almost
very,
like the icing type creamy.
Yeah,
sweet.
Yeah, like definitely some
like on a cinnamon roll.
Oh yeah, cinnamon roll, like a apple cinnamon roll with like icing on it.
That is wonderful.
It is so good.
God,
it is so good. Not a lot of heat, just maybe just a touch on the front end. It fades very quickly,
but it's got some
definitely
good spice.
Yeah, good spice for sure.
You know, and I keep reading people say that the Amburana tastes a lot like cinnamon, and I think it tastes a little like cinnamon, but it's not an overpowering.
No,
cinnamon.
I mean, I've talked to, if you watched these episodes in the past, I always talk about how if the cinnamon's overpowering, I don't like it because it dries your mouth out. There's definitely cinnamon here, but it's not like outrageous. It doesn't ruin it for me,
right.
You know? God, that is such a good drink. I'm so glad I found that bottle.
I'm glad you did.
That's one of my favorites. So our friends over at BreakingBourbon.com, what they're saying on the nose, you get the Amburana influence, of course. Oh. Fresh gingerbread.
Yeah.
Yeah. And graham cracker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a little, I mean, kind of roughly the same realm that we were
maybe
thinking.
A little bit of honey kind of mixed in there for that. Yeah.
On the palate, you get the rye spice, of course, the charred oak,
That
gingerbread cookie, and earthy undertone. I don't think it's too earthy. Maybe a little bit because of that charred oak. And I'm getting gingerbread, but I do agree with you. I think it's a little bit more like cinnamon or like what did you say
the apple fritter,
like in cinnamon roll kind of.
With the icing on it that you get that creamy. That is so good.
It is so good.
It almost it reminds me a lot of the Penelope Rio.
Yeah, I think I like this better than Penelope Rio.
I was just about to say, but I think I like this for two reasons. One, the price point, and two, I think it's got a smoother taste.
And it's so different than anything really like anything else that you have. And you know, we haven't had anything else Amburana, at least I haven't. I don't know if you have.
Just the Rio.
Is that Amburana as well? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I think I like this better than I do like the Rio. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah,
but I think this is
$300 a bottle or $150 if you're lucky.
Yeah, right. So on the finish, they're talking about Amburana-driven flavors dissipate. You get brown sugar, bold rye spice, and I think there might be a typo here. Oh, long. The finish is long. Okay, I agree with that. I was like, long? That's a weird flavor that they're talking about.
This is a good lingering flavor, unlike the.
What was that?
Larceny.
Oh, that Larceny A123.
Yeah.
I don't know why people are so hot on that bottle.
Maybe mine was bad or something.
Larceny 123 does not taste good to me.
Not at all.
Hot take, I guess.
Even Nick didn't like it.
Yeah.
Neighbor Nick.
Have we had the B yet? Because that's like the newest one. That's like a B batch
we
or
haven't
whatever.
Had that.
Okay,
that was my first Larceny.
Yeah. I'm like super impressed. Again, I know we've had this before, but this is like an unbelievable. Uh-oh, I have a little friend here. It's an unbelievable bottle, I think.
Yeah,
especially for, as you said, for the price. Like if you like Amburana stuff, like if you've had the Penelope Rio, Or if you just want to try something different, that like change up the flavor profile, I think this is an awesome bottle. And this is going to be a bottle that I'm going to try to not drink and hang on to.
Good luck.
I'm not bringing it to your house. I know what happens to things when we bring them over to your house. We drink them too fast.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's an awesome bottle. I'm just trying to look through. So this one was actually batch 1. I didn't see a batch number on the front of there. I don't know if I missed it. It just says small batch, right?
Yeah, it just says small batch. And a bottle. Oh, no, batch number 7.
Okay, batch 7. So this was batch number 1, bottle 331. So again, it's not going to be the same.
I'm curious what that one is, because this one, even to me, tastes smoother than the one we had at Cache.
Yeah, it's interesting how batches will do that. So they also said, Breaking Bourbon said that the bottle that they had, which is batch 1, I should say the barrels vary in age from 6 to 8 years, always bottled at 108 proof, and it yields about 600 to 750 bottles per batch. So we're on batch 7. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
So, I mean, what is that? 1,400 bottles? No, more than that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not good at math. I'm not going to embarrass myself.
Concatenate.
Carry the tube. Batman symbol. Red fire truck. Big red fire truck. I'm just going to do it right now. 700. No, it's 4,900. 700. My numlock is off. 700 times 7. Yeah, 4,900. There you go. I got it right eventually. Could you tell I did really good in math in school? All right, shall we move on?
Yes.
I'm going to... you know what? I'm finishing it. It's so good, man.
That is good. I love it.
It is so good. That is such an awesome bottle.
Thank God
that's like a top 10 for me.
I think I'm going to sneak back out and go buy that other bottle that I know is out there. There's only one more bottle I know of out there. So
text your boy. He'll hold it for you.
He wasn't there. He left for the day.
Oh,
no. I don't know if Nacho and them have it. I haven't seen it over there, but someone else has it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not saying it because I guess it'll come out by then. I'll have it by then.
Yeah.
Whiskey cabinet.
Whiskey cabinet. Yeah,
you said
has one.
The one.
Yeah, text the boys over there and see if they'll hold it for you.
Yeah.
Also, I should give you an update. This is the first. There's episodes. I just got back from Norway and Sweden, as you know. Could not find any like American whiskey, like Norwegian bourbon, any of that stuff.
They don't. Bourbon, like you said, has to be made in America.
Well, yeah, but I mean something like bourbon, right? Like something similar. It's all like single malt Scotch, like Scotch whiskey, that sort of stuff, which is fine. I don't mind it, but I was hopeful I'd find something interesting over there. I did drink Buffalo Trace quite a bit. They have Buffalo Trace over there. But other than that, it's Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, Woodford, and Buffalo Trace. And those are really the four you'll see. Which is, I mean, I guess if you're over there, most people are hot on the Scotch stuff. But
was it a real expensive, the Buffalo Trace over there?
I don't think it was too bad. I got a double and it was $16. So, I mean, a little bit more expensive than probably you'd have it here, but I mean, they had to ship it across the ocean.
Yeah,
so.
not only, I was just thinking if there was taxes on bringing in liquor.
Oh, well, I mean, there's VAT tax on everything.
Right.
Which
so I didn't know.
Sucks.
If it was going to make it like, it's going to be a $60 bottle for.
Yeah, right. All right. Shall we switch over? Shall we go to the Barely Legal?
Sure. I do want to say that is a nice bottle. Glass top.
Yeah, the glass top. It was a pain in the ass to get open, though.
Yeah.
It took us like 5 minutes to open it. Well, they put the plastic so like underneath like the top, so you can't get your fingernail in there to open it up. Hopefully, it was worth it.
Did you hit it with your purse?
That's right. I smacked it with my purse. That smells good. Very mellow.
You know what it smells like to me?
What?
It smells like Eagle Rare.
Really? It's very smooth smelling. Not hot at all.
Yeah.
There's like a sweet richness to it almost.
Yeah. There's not a lot. There's not an ethanol smell to it.
That's good. Very spicy. Good. Not hot. That spice definitely lingers on the back end.
It's not dry, but it's not too oily.
Yeah. It's on the verge of dry, I think. It's not quite there, but I think the finish is a little dry for me, but man, it's good.
That is good. Yeah, I would definitely. I'd like to grab a bottle of that as well.
I feel like this, and I'm not going to spend the time to look this up on the podcast, but it almost seems like it has a really dark char on the oak.
Yes.
Because it's very there's oaky, but it's almost like, I don't know how to,
it's a real rich.
Yeah, it's
rich
like real
oaky.
dark and rich oak.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Not quite bitter, but close.
No, a lot of spice, a lot of good spice. So again, this is 111.6 proof. Mash bill is 51% corn, 39% rye, 10% malted rye. So it's a very high rye bourbon on this for sure. Interesting. They're saying cream corn on the nose. I don't like cream corn.
I don't mind some cream corn, but
God. On the nose, they're saying cream corn, rye grain, vanilla, light oak, and it's a light nose.
I don't agree with it is a light oak, but a heavier char.
Yeah,
I would say that.
I don't think the vanilla is light. I think it's pretty.
Yeah, the vanilla is
pretty prominent. Well, again, you got to remember too. This was batch number 2, and we have batch number 9, if I remember correctly. So it's going to be a little different than theirs, right?
It's good.
On the palate, rye spice, absolutely. Vanilla cream, for sure. Peppery oak. Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, maybe.
Of. Yeah,
maybe like
peppery oak.
Yeah, cooked pepper.
Touch of honeycomb, roasted. And here you go, buddy. Faint candy corn, which I don't agree with because I hate candy corn.
I like candy corn, but maybe. But that's almost, candy corns almost have a caramel taste to them with an overload of sugar. I haven't had them in years, but.
God, candy corn is so bad.
Oh, so right.
No, it's so bad. Oh, God. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to
think
That's how I feel
about black licorice.
Hey, man.
That stuff's horrible.
Yeah. I mean, different strokes for different folks, I guess, but I'm still going to make fun of you for liking candy corn. The finished rye spice, light cream corn. We've gone from regular cream corn to light cream corn. Cream corn to light. White peppercorn, faint oak, light lingering spice. I think that's what it probably is for me is now that I read this, it's not... I don't know what the barrel char is on this, but it's definitely peppery. I think that's what I'm getting. Like, instead of like a dark char, it's like black pepper. I don't know if it's white peppercorn. I probably can't distinguish between the two, but
I don't know, but it's good. It is some kind of pepper.
Good. It is some kind of good bourbon. I think that's great. I think that's a great bottle.
A good one.
I think I like the Amburana more.
Absolutely.
But I mean, do I think it's overpriced? I don't know. Maybe just a little bit. Like, I think if that was like 60 or 70 bucks.
How much was this one?
85. I think even if it was 75, I'd feel a little bit better about it.
Yeah.
Like, I would pay like 80 for that all day long.
All day long.
I'd pay $100 for that bottle.
Don't give them any ideas.
That's right. But I mean, I'm sure there's places out there that are selling it for $100.
Well, I mean,
right?
Especially since the fact that its closest competitor is
Rio.
Penelope Rio, and it's $150 a bottle at some places, but other places are charging $300.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy
on May Avenue.
It's crazy. Do you know what the MSRP is on Rio?
I do not. I do not.
I feel like this is one of those bottles that, I mean, the MSRP is high, I think. I shouldn't. It's not high because it's not good. It's where it should be, I think. But I mean, it's higher than like your Michter's, your other stuff. But I have a feeling that this is one of those bottles that's going to get, once people find out about it, just like Rio, it's going to get blown out of proportion. Yeah,
and it's going to get expensive,
which is unfortunate.
And where did you say this was from? What is it?
Bacchus.
No, where is their distillery?
It is an undisclosed distillery in Indiana, which leads me to believe it's an MGP product.
Okay, but where's the Dark Arts at? Does it say where they are located?
I bet you it says it on the bottle.
It may.
Lexington, Kentucky. I'm trying to figure out where it's distilled.
Well,
Google, it's not Scotland. I hate to break it to you.
That's right next to Kentucky. Right?
That's right. It's right across the pond there. I'm trying to see if it'll say we're in Indiana. Because isn't MGP in Indiana?
Yes.
Yeah. They're keeping it a secret. Because it's finished, blended, and bottled in Lexington, but it's distilled in Indiana.
Yeah, so that's probably it, which is fine. I mean,
yeah, that's fine. I just would like to know. It has to be MGP, right?
Yeah, because they do a lot of whiskey mash and stuff for everyone else. There's a lot of companies that use their products.
Interesting. Yeah, I see here they have it for 100. Like, it's going to be one of those bottles, man. Yep. It just gets blown.
Grab it now while you can.
That's right. Ice? Want to throw it on the ice?
I think this is the first time I'm going to say no.
No ice, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we could for them.
I feel like we got to do it. We got to at least try it, right?
Okay. Yeah,
we got to keep it tradition. I feel like the only time we don't throw it on the ice is when we have shit that we don't like, and we're like, it's not even worth our time to do it. But
that's just so good.
We'll just do a little bit, just a little tiny bit, right?
Well, let me finish that before
before you put ice on it. I mean, I wonder if you're going to get a lot more of like the cinnamon roll out of the Amburana if you put it on ice, you know?
Did you know, it's amazing when you drink that. It's, usually you get that heat and there's none. It's almost cool. It's almost cool. Ah, that is a good summer one.
It's a great bottle.
That'd be good.
I'm so glad I found it today. Because I was like, I played golf and I was like, oh, I'm going to pick up stuff for the podcast. Like, I feel like you and me, like our bottles are down to like this, so there's stuff that I'm like, I need to start buying fresh bottles again and not drinking them so fast. But I was like, I'm going to pop in there, see what I was like, okay, I have a Calumet 8. So like I bought the Calumet small batch, which we'll have on the next episode. But I was just poking around in there and I was like, oh man, there it is. The Amburana Dark Arts. And I was like, yeah, but what am I going to compare it to? It's not like we have Rio. And then the barely legal one was sitting right next door. And I was like, done deal.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm spending like $160, $170 on 2 bottles, but I was like, whatever. Like, it'll be worth it for the podcast. They're good bottles to have around.
Yeah. So. I like both of them.
Yeah.
But the
Amburana is so good.
Amburana is so amazing.
So good.
Definitely.
All right, let's throw it on the ice. We'll come back. We'll try it on the ice. We'll rate it. Share our final thoughts.
We're going to have to talk about this on the ice thing again.
On the ice, on the line. I feel like I have to do it now.
Yeah, it's probably your
tradition.
Your catchphrase now.
Yeah, it's on the ice. That's what I said. We should get hoodies with like on the ice.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
All right, we'll be right back.
We'll be back.
All right, welcome back. We've put ice on the Amburana and the barely legal bourbon from Dark Arts. I didn't spill any. Are you impressed?
I am. I am.
God, did you smell it? It's even more of that. Like, it's even stronger, I think.
Oh, man, that's good, too.
Oh, man. That's so good. It's like eating a fucking cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
There's no heat. I mean, not that there was before.
No,
it dulls the spice.
Yeah.
But you still get that, like... I want Aaron... After we film, I want Aaron to come try this on the ice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good on the ice.
Yeah, you saying it. Wow, that's excellent.
That is good still.
That is so good. It really didn't dull. The only thing it dulled is the rye spice. Other than that, everything is still there. And it like... I think if you are somebody that enjoys bourbon and you have a spouse that is not crazy about it and you have this bottle, drink it neat. I would say I like it. I still like it neat better than on ice.
Yeah, I agree. But it's still good on
like
ice.
Your spouse, like pour them a glass, put an ice cube in it. It's hard. It's going to be hard not to like this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless you just are strange and wrong.
Yeah, if you hate cinnamon rolls. Who hates cinnamon rolls, man? Your wife's cinnamon rolls, dude. Can we talk about this for a second?
Those are my mother-in-law's.
Good
actually.
Grief, dude. Those things are good.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Maple.
We had 4th of July. We were at our house and we went to their house and watched fireworks. I fell asleep during the fireworks. I saw the group photo of everybody around me while I was asleep. I don't know how you fall. We were 100 feet away from the fireworks and I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happens. But anyway.
A lot of sun. Woke up.
A bit of a hangover, I would say.
Yeah.
You know what saved my life? Cinnamon rolls.
Oh, yeah?
I got up and I was like, cinnamon rolls, and just like ate 2 of those, and I was right as rain.
They're good.
All right.
I think the kids have already eaten the rest of them. I think there's like 4
I think
left.
we have like 1 left. They're so good. Oh man.
Yeah.
We still have zucchini bread too. Did you guys eat the zucchini bread that Aaron made?
I have no idea.
You didn't get any of it? That sounds right. That checks out.
Right. If the kids don't eat it first, then Tina does.
That's right.
Or someone else.
Yeah, or Aaron. Yep. Man, it's so good.
Do you want to move on?
So good. I do, but it's still like it.
Yeah,
it's almost like there's a cinnamon roll in the back of my mouth right now, and I love it. I love it. Oh man,
that is a solid drink.
That's good too.
Does it smell that now? It smells like caramels.
Yeah. Taste it. It's a lot more caramely. Caramely-y. I don't.
Oh my God.
It's good.
Yeah. I think I still like this one neat better.
I like both of them neat better, but I'm glad we put them on ice because now I know if you have somebody over the house that's not crazy on bourbon and you've got this bottle around, the Amburana I'm talking about, this one you still most people still, if they're not bourbon people, probably wouldn't enjoy. But that is like so easy to drink, that Amburana.
Yeah, that'll get you in trouble.
So good. So good.
Yep. That is man.
Dark Arts, man. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, we've had this before, but I think that's a great bottle too, the barely legal one.
Yeah. I'm going to get me a bottle of that.
And it's a beautiful bottle. Like that glass top really makes it stand out. It's a pain in the ass to get it open, but
yeah, at least it seals well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a like synthetic cork. Kind of like they're doing with wine now, where they have the synthetic corks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm impressed. I think for me, the $80 I spent on the Amburana was worth every penny.
Every penny.
I think the barely legal one might be a little overpriced for me. Like if it was, again, if it was like $65, maybe even $75, I'd be fine with it. Mm-hmm. $85 for that seems like a lot to me.
It could be a little smoother, I think.
Yeah, like I would rather, I mean, we're comparing apples and oranges kind of, but like Michter's at 50-55 beats that out all day long at 85.
Yeah.
You know?
Michter's is tough.
Michter's is a good bottle. They had the other two, the green label, they had the rye, and then they had the 10.
Oh yeah.
The 10-year one over there too.
Which is the one we had.
We just have the regular small
Michter's,
batch.
That's right. Okay,
yeah, the regular one. I haven't had anything else from them, I don't think. Because it's like, if I'm going to buy Michter's, I know it's such a good go-to. It's like, I'm just going to.
So what do you give it? The Amburana.
Amburana out of 10? Oh, man. That's like a 9.2, 9.3 for me.
Yeah, I was going to say a 9 for me.
Yeah, it's really good. What about the barely legal one?
Let's say like a 7.8.
Yeah, I was going to say like right around 8. Yeah, 7.9. I would, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm right there with you. It's a good bottle.
Yeah.
I just think it's a little overpriced.
Yeah, and I think instead of trying to find a deal on Penelope Rio, I'll be looking for the deals
on
the Dark Arts Amburana.
Yeah. It's a great bottle. What would you pay if Amburana went allocated? What would you pay for it? What's like the max you would pay for that bottle?
$120, $130.
Yeah, I dude, honestly, 150 even, like what Rio should be. Because again, I think that's better than Rio. To me.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, and
you're
Rio
right.
MSRP is what, 150 somewhere around
right
there.
Around there, I believe.
Yeah, I would pay 150.
That's the lowest I've ever seen it in Oklahoma City.
Yeah. What about for the barely legal?
I would like to see it priced about $60.
Yeah, I don't think I'd pay any more than what I paid for it today. But again, MSRP is 90, so I mean, I still made out on it. But I think it's a good bottle. Will I buy it again for $85?
Yeah,
I'm leaning towards no.
Yeah, for 85, I would agree.
Especially if I'm given the choice between that and the Amburana for $80-$85. No questions, right? All right. Any final comments, concerns, criticisms, accolades, stories?
No.
I was gone. I was gone for like a month, man. You got to have something.
No, I mean, I was just working on stuff and getting my cane.
Oh, yeah, the bar is almost done, right?
Oh, man. We had a disaster. Oh, God.
Uh-oh. Should I not have brought the bar up?
No, it's okay. I'm going to fix it. But it's just the stain was real. It wasn't like an oil-based stain I've used before. This was a water-based, and it was really thick.
Huh.
And it said specifically not to thin it. And when I put it on, it kept...
like gooped up?
Well, it had dark splotches, but I pre-treated it with a conditioner so that it wouldn't do that, specifically because it's Naughty Alder and it does that. But I just didn't like the way it turned out, so I'm going to do some things to it, and that'll distress it out and fade some of that out.
This is now a bourbon and woodworking podcast.
Right.
Well, I appreciate. I know you did a lot of work on it recently while I was gone, and I'm excited. I hope the viewers are excited as well. I think it's going to be really fun to have.
I'm
a big
excited
bar up
to
here.
Get it out of my shop.
Yeah,
because it's like I have to move it every time we want to mow the lawn.
yeah,
and it's gotten quite big.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out where we're going to store it up here, but I think it's going to go over there where that high top is. But
I think you can put your high top out here in the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
Be like your own
bar. Or even over here.
There you go.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah, that's where I thought I was going to put it. But anyway, all good?
I'm good.
Amburana,
Dark Arts.
That's like
Amburana.
a top. I said top 10. That might be a top 5 bottle for me. Like that's so good.
I enjoy it. That's when if I find it, I'm probably going to grab it.
Yeah.
And then even if I don't need it, I'm probably going to grab it.
Yeah, it's so good. Oh my God.
It is. Carlo, if you're listening there, get some more of the
Amburana.
More of that.
Yes, more Amburana, please. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this bourbon journey through OKC. Remember, there is a world of bourbon out there waiting to be explored one sip at a time. Until next time, keep your glasses full and your spirits high. Cheers.